In this video, I will provide some basic information and an overview about how Access and PowerPoint are the same as reality and how they are different. I decided to talk about the two platforms we use in class during the past few weeks. Concerning Access, I will mainly discuss about Module 4, 5, and 6, and for PowerPoint, I will examine more deeply Module 4, 5, and 7. In order to illustrate what these chapters are discussing, I chose to point out the similarities and difference in their approach, and to do this, I interviewed my father, Mr. Gingras, who holds a position that I would like to have in the future, entrepreneur. As an entrepreneur, you always want to learn and use new tools to be more efficient and at the same moment save time. A tool that is less known by the business people is definitively Access. In fact, when I discussed about this platform to my dad, he told me that he never used Access in his life. Since this discussion with my father, I show him all the beneficial advantages that this platform could have on his business, and he told me that he will make an effort to start using Access on a regular basis. After 2 weeks using it, he thanked me for showing him this software because it makes his life much easier. Entrepreneurs should know how to create a table and enter data in all object file and an attachment file as we experiment in Module 5. In fact, by creating this database, my dad and his two other partners are well organized and they know exactly where to find the information if needed. Therefore, if someone asks them a question on his employees, the owner of Gingras Electric are able to find the answer in a few seconds. Moreover, sometimes many companies like Gingras Electric offer discount to their customers. Thus, it is very useful for the managers to know how to create a discount report in Access. We learn how to do this type of report in Module 6. Indeed, my dad will have a document which he will be able to refer to if he wants to obtain further information regarding the amount of discount of each customer's account. Obviously, the company does not offer the same amount of discount to every customer. Thus, based on the established criteria of Gingras Electric, my dad only needs to enter the formula and Access will do the calculation of the discount for him. However, there are a few things in the Access modules where theory is different from reality. First, it could not be useful to apply a different theme as we experiment in Module 4. The document will definitively look prettier, but in general, the customer won't see the difference. Moreover, in our generation, I think that it is less useful to learn how to print reports and forms as we could have done in Module 6. Printing is not as necessary as it was before because nowadays we have other options as sharing the document, sending it by email, and so on. One tool that entrepreneurs should use in their life is PowerPoint. Sometimes an entrepreneur can be asked to present his company to inspire people or only to make his company better known. In his life, my dad had the opportunity to do many presentations concerning his business, and throughout the years, Mr. Gingras has gained experience. In order to give a good and interactive speech to his potential clients, the manager of Gingras Electric understood the importance of using visual supports as PowerPoint. From modules 4 to 7, but more deeply in module 7, we learned to use many animation and the owner of Gingras Electric also insert effects on his presentation to make it more interactive. He explained to me that it is easier to retain the attention of the audience when the text appears at the right moment. Most of the entrepreneurs do not know about animating a smart art graphic, which makes also the presentation more interesting. Also, in Module 5, we learn about reusing slides from an existing PowerPoint. On a regular basis, my dad works on two different PowerPoints because it is about two different projects that Jagra Electric is realizing. At the end, Mr. Jagra creates a final presentation that covers the main aspect of the two PowerPoints. Therefore, this function is very useful for him. Moreover, Mr. Jagra adds always hyperlink in his presentation because he finds it useful for the audience if they do not understand a specific aspect of my dad's speech, as we learn in Module 6. Another advantage of inserting hyperlinks is that it makes your content more engaging. It helps the listener to learn about more details about the specific subject since that by only clicking on one link, the audience are taken directly to a site where they can read additional information. It can clarify the subject covered in the presentation, but it can also cover elements that Mr. Jagra did not have time to mention during his speech. Thus, it promotes the audience learning even further. Nevertheless, even though PowerPoint is a crucial device for all entrepreneurs when they need to do an oral presentation, there is one aspect that we learn in class that I think is less important. In my opinion, I consider that it is not as useful as other objectives that we learn in Module 6 to format bullet size and color. It makes it more pleasing in appearance and more visible. However, it does not have any positive impact on the business. In conclusion, it is impressive to see that a manager of a business, in general, can apply many elements that we see in computer-assisted decision making. In the future, when we will enter the labor market, we will be able to put into practice what we learned during our studies at St. Lawrence. As students of the PW Sims program, we have the opportunity to learn these things. Therefore, it will help us later to avoid some errors that we could have made if we had not known how to avoid making them.